What's up, guys? All right, let me turn down some of this stuff here. Good morning, everyone. So today is a day you might want to be careful. This is a notorious chop day. So we do got consumer confidence this morning. What is that? 10 o'clock? What's up, fish lips? Do you feel like we're going to get a lot of chop today since tomorrow's FOMC day? Yeah, like that's notorious sometimes to get that pre FOMC the day before statements come out, just complete chop today. So we're going to be super cautious this morning. Make sure you don't over leverage. Hold on to your accounts because it could be a choppy day. Man, hopefully Beulah Knox will release some kind of discount leading up to FOMC. For anybody looking to pass some quick evals, that would be the day. Let's pull. Yeah, you can see the. I haven't even looked at my one charts today. Let's see here. Yeah, we're bouncing off those hourlies at the 26,000. So definitely could have get a nice little pop. I wouldn't mind seeing us pop above this previous hourly candle. It looks like we have equal highs sitting there. So then get the run back down. So that's I think that's what we're going to look for this morning. I mean, you can also see we're getting lower highs on the hourly candles. So, and we got equal highs sitting there right about 20. So you'd almost like to see the little quick pop out of the 15-minute candle, then run this 4-hour candle back down to the 965s. So I think that's what we're going to start out looking for this morning. If it doesn't go up, so let's just say it goes down first, then I'll be looking for a pullback into the 15 minutes. So I think that's how we're going to play that this morning. It's going to probably be a shorter stream for me today, this morning. So we're only going to be on till 10:30 this morning. I don't know. Is a methodical man over on this morning fish slips? I didn't know if he got back from his trip or not. We also got equal lows sitting at 967. So those are the equal lows that we were. That's on the 5 minutes. I'm trying to see where that's at. What's that? Yep, right here. So we will definitely be short bias all the way back below 932. So that'll definitely be my short bias this morning. If you want to be patient and not trade the opening. Jake, if you're just getting here, I just wanted to let you know today, hopefully you're not starting a new account, or be careful with your account since you're new to trading. This is a notorious chop day. So this is the day before Papa Powell or FOMC statements are released. And those days leading up to that are very, very choppy. It can ruin your accounts in a heartbeat. So if you are going to trade, try not to over leverage today. So we also have news at 10 o'clock this morning. So be aware of that if you're trading around the 10 o'clock hour. But like I said, any day usually before FOMC, most of your setups, I would probably like kind of what Fish Slip's doing, stick to level based trading. That's usually works out the best for me if I'm going to trade like during chop, is level based trading where you're just looking for levels. Okay, so you're paper trading today? Yeah, I don't blame you. I would probably stick to paper trading. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. As you can see, the market has been stuck here for a good while now. We had a massive move up overnight. So I kind of like to see us rerun this liquidity to the downside. But I think unless we can get through the 932s, which it looks like we may rebounce at those 932s, you can see all the wicks down here. So this almost even looks like a nice little 25 bounce here too. So now that you're looking at, if it pushes down, kind of pushes down to the close of those candles. So that looks like a nice bounce spot there this morning, Fish Slips, depending on what kind of volume we get with that. Whew. So we'll wait and see. I say be in no hurry today. This is the last 1 hour candle. It was a 40-point candle total. And right now we're making lower highs. So this was the 4 o'clock. This was the last 4 hour candle from 1 to 5 o'clock. We pushed above it, ran the high from the previous 4 hour candle, and we pretty much have been just kind of selling off since then. This is why I was saying I wonder if we get like a quick little push up with this 15-minute candle, then sell off. I want to see us push up, like just rerun the wick off of this 1 hour candle, maybe retest the whole number. And I'm going to look for a short and possibly target the 65s and 50 here. Then the lowest that I'd like to get the final target would even be down to like 940s, or if we're able to get an entry. Oh, man. Are you still holding on to your blue? God, I can't think of the name of the account you're talking about. Blue something. Man, I looked at them yesterday too. I didn't really look at their rules or anything, but I looked at them. You still got your account with them, right, Jake? All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes left before the market opens. Let's see if the methodical man is trading this morning. He may be on the road. No, I don't see him on. So he may be traveling this morning. He's out of town. So what we're going to do is give it a... Oh, you haven't got him. Okay. I posted a video for you last night on how to integrate your TradeAvate account into Ninja. If you want to, yeah, that 965 is definitely going to be a nice target this morning to run down there and sweep those equal lows. I was really hoping, Fish Lips, that we would sweep to the high side. Just sweep these equal highs up here. Maybe just a little pullback into this previous hourly candle. But I don't know if we're going to get it. It may just go straight down, sweep these before we get the pullback. And if it does that, what we'll have to do is we'll have to wait for some kind of pullback into our range here. Yeah, this is a notorious choppy day. This is FOMC day. So this is the day before the FOMC is released. So most of the time, this isn't a great day to trade if you haven't been doing this for a little while. Even with people that's been doing it a little while, it can just chop you up bad. This is a good day not to over leverage. You know, try your setup, whatever you're trading. If it don't work, just let it go. Yeah, I'm liking the shorts right now too, John. I want to see us hit the 65 as our first target, but I want to see a quick pullback. Like take it down to the 50, then possibly look for a bounce off the 32s this morning. How are you doing today, John? Ooh, here we go. We're going to run the equal highs. Like I said, we got equal highs sitting up there at 25, 20 level on that previous hourly candle. Just getting the brain fired up. Nice. I know what you mean. Let's see. Oh. I may get my account ready just in case we see what happens. Because like I said, what do we got? 1 minute left here. So, man, it's gonna pop already. We just pushed down. We pull back 50%. This stuff's going down here at the opening. Damn it. I just saw it. Look, if you pull a Fibonacci from here to here, I bet you this is almost a 50% pullback, guys. Right back into discount. Damn it. Looks like we're going to... I'd have much rather seen this at opening instead of pre-market, because now it looks like you may get a move straight to the downside here. It already had the pullback, so we got 10 seconds left. If I can't get anything at the opening, we're just going to wait and see what happens with this 32 level. Yep. There's the 60. I mean, it's got to run that. I mean, that's equal low sitting there. Come on. All right, there's the equal lows. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen as soon as we had that pushback. So now you kind of want to wait and see what happens with the 32s here. That's your previous day high. A lot of times if we lose that previous day high, it can just be pretty much downtown from there. So all we did was just run that previous 4-hour candle. Now we have equal highs also sitting up here at the 20s too. Don't get trapped up here, guys. Be careful. Yeah, I'm waiting myself, guys. Like I said, I had a feeling that we were going to go in and run that 4-hour candle, which we did. So that first 4-hour candle, I feel like for the shorts, you got to get through the 32s down here. That's going to be the ideal for the shorts. To break structure, if you want to break this line, you need to get back above the hourly candles here. So these are all hourly candle highs. Each level represents 1 hour, a hour high here. So you might want to wait till we get, like I said, you almost need to rerun these highs at the 25 to make sure you don't get trapped in this trade. So right now, as you see, it cannot push that previous hourly candle high. And it may just be straight trash all morning, John. You know, FOMC's tomorrow. You know how the day before FOMC is. It's out there running everybody's day. It's one of those coffee drinking. Let me just sit here and just watch charts because I don't want to get trashed on. So far, this is just the first 5-minute candle. Plenty of time left to get a move. Scalper's paradise. Yeah, no kidding. If you're playing that 50 to whole number range, you're destroying it right now, guys. Did it hit the 50 on that last push, Fish Lips? No, it didn't quite get there to that 50 on that last push. Ooh, dirty wicks right here, guys. Like I said, my short bias is going to be below 32 this morning. All right. I mean, this is looking a little bit more bearish. Almost a complete candle there. Not too big of a wick. So this is definitely a big bearish wick here. You're breaking this 4-hour candle. So you can pull fib on this 5-minute candle. For the bears to stay in control, you really don't want to lose between the 20 and 40%. So I'm going to wait for the 32 level. Like I said, that's going to be my line for the bears. Is I feel like we need to get through the previous day high, and then we could possibly make a run down there to the previous day close at 861. All right, here comes that previous day high at 32. Hopefully it doesn't just blast it and leave us behind. All right, there's the previous day high there. You still, unfortunately, got 3 minutes left on this candle. I'm hoping that it'll hit the 25 level and get some kind of rejection here. Didn't quite hit that 25 level. But like I said, you had to anticipate some kind of rejection here at the 32. You can see all of these big wicks here at the previous day high. So this is why we're waiting for that area to kind of get broke here. There's the 25 hit. I think if we are patient enough, we'll see like a little retest on this next candle for that high to get hit. Or either that, or we can hit the whole number and retest that 25. Then as long as 32 holds, that'll be my line in the sand. It depends on if you took that long. If you took that long, you would have got stopped out. What's up, man? How are you doing today? Yeah, that sucks about paper accounts sometimes. It doesn't give you like the legit, like what's the dealio with those. Oh yeah, that first break, yeah. Once I saw that wick pull back up into discount on that first break, I knew that it was going to be the downside this morning. That was going to be the pay in there, because you push down, push back up in there, and that was about 50% of the range on that first candle. We're about to have a new candle. Like I said, my line in the sand is going to be 32 today. So if 32 holds, we're good. If not, it is what it is. 32 is looking pretty good right now. Just make sure 32 holds before we drop it. Ooh. All right, let's see if the can hold. This is why we don't drop our order. We like to see what happens with that level whenever we're trading levels here. So hopefully it can just push back up right to the 50, then pull back down. I know, it paid off the hook. Holy shoot. Wow, what a nice whole number trade you must have hit on that one, Fish Lips. Yeah, if you're trading that whole number, my level was 32, so we were just being patient and waiting to see if 32 was going to hold, and 32 didn't hold. This thing just ripped like crazy back up through there. Nice on the 50-point trade, Fish Lips. What a dirty candle. $9.36 is the mid. Let me make sure. This is the MNQ Justice or NQ, but these are the micros to the MNQ. All right, we got about 25 seconds left on this. So oh, did you long again off the No, I haven't longed anything. I've been just kind of just chilling and waiting. I'm being super cautious today because it's FOMC, the day before FOMC, so I'm just being cautious today. Oh, fish lips. Yeah, fish lips long. He longed off that 25 down here on this, and he took it to 75. I'm pretty sure. So this is not where my order is going to be, guys. We just have it just kind of sitting there resting. We have about 15 minutes um, before the three-star news happens. So just be aware of that if you get into a trade around that 10 o'clock hour. Couldn't get above that previous wick. For the longs, you're going to have to get back above the 80s here and kind of break back out the top of this hourly candle. You want to break this structure here. And there's a lot of downward wicks sitting up here at the 80s to 90s. So hopefully no one's getting chopped up too bad if you're entering. Or if you are entering, maybe enter on smaller size today so you don't get totally chopped up. I just saw your little meme in the Discord, fish lips. That's pretty funny. He's chopping some wood. Oh, that's pretty good. I like the Barney chopping wood. Brings back the old cartoons there. Oh, that's pretty good. He's chopping. Oh goodness. All right, guys. For longs, we're just going to wait and see if we break above this previous hourly candle. And that would be back above the 20s. So that's where I like to see it hit the 20s, kind of pull back maybe into the lower 2000s, then create another little leg, then go. So that's what we'll have to wait for on the longs. Hopefully it's not one of these deals we just sit here and just chop around until the 10 o'clock news. Gap 944 as well. All right. All right. Once we get to the 26,000s, we'll look for some kind of a structure above the 26,000s, and hopefully we can find a long up here. And then we can probably target the 50s up here, and that'll rerun these previous hourly candles. A lot of equal highs. Looks like equal highs there, equal highs there. And here's that original 15-minute candle. A lot of times if we blast out that first 15-minute candles, we'll continue. All right, we're at the 2010s. A lot of times you'll get a pushback to the 90s on that 10, guys. So that's pretty normal. This is why I always saying it's the hardest to trade between the 90 and the 100 level, because you'll hit the 10, bounce back to the 90, then hopefully that second push will get you up there to the 25s. Oh, this gap. I guess that would also be a failed inversion play for anybody that likes to do failed inversions here. Then this would have been your long here at 75. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for that 25 to get hit and see if we get some kind of pullback to the whole number here. Hopefully it doesn't blast on us. We're just waiting for a pullback, guys. Is all we're waiting on here. This is the pullback you want to see back into the whole number here off of that 25 level. All right, about to have a new 5-minute candle. Whew, this baby just ain't coming back. 26, 1026 maybe. Man. Just be patient, guys. We're going to get the pullback. You just got to be patient and wait on it. at the 26,125. Oof. So you got about 4 minutes left, guys, for the news play. So just be aware of that if you're in your trades. Fish lips, so are you still shorting the 50 here, or are you waiting to short the 50? Are you looking for a long back off the 25 in the whole number on these? Come on, 25. We're looking for either a pullback to the 25s or back into the like lower like 610 or 26,010, 26,015 area. If not, we'll just have to be patient and wait a little bit longer. The 50% of this candle was pretty much back down there at the 10s. If it pulls 50% of this candle, then the whole move 50% would be back down there to your EMAs. Two minutes, guys. So hopefully this doesn't mess up the charts too bad on this 3-star news that's about to happen at 10 o'clock. So we'll have to see. That's going to suck if it does, because I hate when your news messes up your charts and you kind of messes up the structure that you have going on at the moment. What's up, Java? How have you been? And we're also about to have a new 4-hour candle here also. Yeah, I'm not going to try to enter into this news here. So right now, I think the market's just waiting for the 10 o'clock consumer report to get released, and we'll see what happens from there. We're also about to have a new hour candle, a new 4-hour candle, and new everything candle. So we're about to have to be the top of the hour. Six seconds left. Come on. I'm only going to drop this as long as we push back down into like the 20s here. because we pretty much just wicked above that hourly 4-hour candle. You need to see some kind of little pullback here. Plus, we got a gap filling all the way back down to the 600s too. So we did leave a big old fair value gap on the 5 minutes, all the way back down to the 26,000s. I'm just going to set my order there and just kind of wait and see what happens. I'm not going to place it until we get what we're looking for. So we either want to see a pullback to the 25s. If the 25 fails, you want to see a pullback back into this area to rerun this gap down at the 26,000. And this is also the top of your 1-hour candle, or 4-hour, what do you want to call it? 4-hour candle at the 60 level. Man, if we close above the 4-hour, it may just go ahead and go up to the 26,000s. We're just kind of stuck here. Yeah, we're at a new 4-hour candle, so you almost need to break back above 60s here. Still didn't really get the pullback we were looking for. You know, wherever trade you enter up here is probably going to be choppy as crap here. What do we got? Wicks at the 43, and that's kind of what we retested, those 40s area. If you look at the 5 minutes, it bounced back into some wicks. All right, finally getting a pullback here, guys. It took a minute. Good thing you didn't get long here. So see if you get that 25 hit here. This is where you want to see that 25 get hit, or even all the way down to your whole number, down to the 26,000. There's your 26,000. Or 26,025. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I mean, I wasn't sure what was going to happen at that new 4-hour candle there. So I'm only trying to find maybe 1 or 2 trades today. And, you know, I'm not trying to do a lot of trading today because it's FOMC. I'm just going to be patient and wait on my pullback kind of with a setup and see what we get here. Because I know we could possibly, I mean, that was a not in touch. We could possibly get that pullback into the, what do you want to call it? Back into the 26,000 here. And to the 25 exact. Nice on the 25 long if you longed the 25 there, fish lips. All right. Possible long here above the 50s. Wow, what a nice 25 rejection that was. Oh, shoot, I hit it too early. Fuck. I may get... Oh, I thought I hit that too early. We're going to go kind of close to break even just because I'm not sure if we'll get through that 4-hour candle. That's the only thing that worries me about being long here is that 4-hour candle. Okay, wasn't sure. Once we broke that 50s, we were all into the long here. Just had to be patient and wait. We got the pullback to the 25 level. I did get in a tad bit early, I'm not going to lie. I wanted to see us get above the 50 level, So I thought I got in too early. So that's why I kind of started going to break even a little bit quicker. Yeah, that would have been nicer if we took the 25. I just wasn't sure if we were going to get the pullback to the whole number down there. All right, runner got stopped out there. Man, Apex is 90% off for anybody that's using Apex. Some eval gambling. Oh, they doing that 90% off right before that FOMC tomorrow. They know what they're doing. Hopefully Bulinox will get their 90% popping too. Is this going to be another 50 pullback? This could just be another 50 pullback here. That'd be off the 75 back to 50. I think 26,000 is going to be kind of the line in the sand here for the longs. What's up, John? Yeah, we're level trading when it's just kind of choppy like this. So a lot of times the day before FOMC, we're just sticking to level trading. So we're just trading from level to level. So we were kind of trading off whole numbers there. So I waited for that 25 touch. Then I waited for us to kind of break that 50 because I figured I at least had to the 75 before we had to pull back. And as you can see, we hit there right at the 80 level, 75. Now we have the pullback all the way back down to the 50. So we're just kind of trading off levels and just keeping it super short and small today. I'm going to see if I can find one more entry with 2 micros and see if we can get above the $100 mark for the day. And that'll give us $100 on our account. Unfortunately, this could be one of these plays where we actually go all the way back down to the 26,000s. We do have a big gap fill in all the way back down at the 26,000 level. Dude, this thing has been rocking out the whole numbers this morning, fish slips. I mean, like every single play is 25 to 50, 50 to 25, 75 back to 50. I'm not trading to the exact. I'm just looking for the base hits in between the levels. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. So I know we're going from level to level. So that's why I was saying that I was looking for a long above 50. And I was looking to try to at least get most of my profit up to around that 75 level in case it does pull back at the whole number. I was hoping it would just go on to continue to the to working its way up to the 26,100, but it don't always work that way. So that's why we pretty much just got stopped out at the 60. And see, I also went in a little heavy. I went in with 4 micros that trade. So this is, instead of just trading level to level, I am trading level to level, but that's why I went in with 4 micros took off 3, make a quick 60 bucks, and try to get that big 25 or 50 point runner. And that would have pushed me over to the 100 if we could at least got up to the 26,000 there. So right now it looks like we're just kind of consolidating. We make us a little idiot box, but we're still at the top of this 4-hour candle. So this could be kind of rounding off. You start seeing this sometimes. If it starts just trying to push wick, you'll get that big pullback here because of it just can't get back above this previous 4-hour candle, and it could just make that big sell off to the bottom down here. So or maybe I may even just keep the 75 we got and just switch over to another funded account. Just to be, this way we don't lose the profit we got today. I think that's what we're going to do. Since we're already green, we might as well just hold on to our green. Because like I said, any green that you can get today is a good day, guys. This is the day before FOMC. This is usually a very choppy day. A lot of running stops, not good follow through. And it's just one of those days that I don't think you're going to get that follow through on your, what do you want to call it? Your runners. It's one of those days you just need to take your profit. So it's almost, since I was long at 50, I should have just went in and just took my profit at the 75 instead of trying to hold for more. So we may just use the whole numbers as our take profit area. I still like the longs above this previous 4-hour candle at the 60. You can see we're still struggling to push back below that 60 candle. So I'm hoping that's still a good indicator that the longs are still in play. Ooh. So if you're new here, guys, these little square boxes you see, they represent a hourly candle. So this is a 4-hour candle. These are 1-hour candles, and this is your next 4-hour candle from, or is this one? Okay, I take this back. This is your next 1-hour candle here. So this is technically still the top of your 4-hour candle that printed at 9. So in this way, we can kind of see where the higher time frames are closed at without switching charts or looking at different time frames. So this is what these little squares represent if you're new here. So I wouldn't even mind seeing a pullback, honestly, all the way back down to the 26,000s here. So we're still struggling to kind of get back through the 4-hour, 1-hour candle. You can see we're wicking below it, but we're just not closing below it. So right now we actually printed above it on the 5 minutes. So that's almost like support there. Retest it again. Ooh. Man, I almost want to take the long above this hourly 4-hour candle here at the 60s, but I'm trying to be patient here and wait. I don't know. So far, guys, just one trade this morning. We've been super patient and just waiting. We're just trying not to get ourselves trapped in any kind of position. So we're just being super patient. Like I said, I talked about that before we started trading. I just sent you a text, Methodical Man. I'm not sure. I didn't even know about the 90% until Room Beats had put it in the lobby there. I actually went over there and checked Bulinox's because I was like, well, shoot, maybe Bulinox's has popped their 90 off too. But they didn't. I'm still looking for a trade. I have to wait a minute here before I log on because I wish it was easy as logging on to there. Okay, maybe it'll say on the home page. I don't mind going to the home page. I just don't want to go through all that second step process of logging in. There's our pullback. It's not on the home page. Are you driving back? Is that why you're not on this morning? You're driving back from Florida? Oh, no. The old internet. Come on, internet company. If the power didn't get you, the internet got you. Yeah, we've only taken one trade today, and we actually waited. We were trying our best not to get in a messed up position today. Our trade was pretty quick, in and out. But I don't think I'm going to take another one. I think I'm going to trade on another funded account here as soon as we get some kind of reaction here. So right now we're just kind of being patient and wait. We'll see what kind of pullback we're going to get here. I wouldn't mind targeting those 26,000s up there or even even the 90s. New 5-minute candle. Like I said, I wouldn't even mind seeing a pullback all the way down to the 26,000s. Or even the 25s maybe. I would like to see it. Well, I don't know. 25s is kind of far, but even a pullback down to the 25s. And that would be back down to your 21 EMA there. So right now this is a 9 EMA. The gold bar on there is the 9 EMA. But the thing about it, man, a lot of times you get below that 4-hour candle. A lot of times you can pull the 50%, and you might have like a 50% pullback here if you pull this 4-hour candle. So that would put us all the way back into that 15-minute gap. Man. Down at the 26,000s. All right. So we are looking for longs, guys. We're just waiting on the pullback. Is there anybody in a position right now besides possible fish lips? Fish lips, are you short from the 75s? All right, guys, we're sitting at the 1030. I was only going to trade till 1030, but we're trying to hold off and see if we can find one more entry before we get off here. You got 150 short. Hopefully we can get out today just with 2 trades and be done for the day. That's going to be the goal at the moment. So this next trade we take is either going to be a winner or loser. Then that'll probably be it for me today. I'm trying not to over trade the day before FOMC. So that's kind of was my game plan when we came in. We talked a little bit about it pre-market. So anybody that's new to trading, tomorrow is FOMC numbers. So the market can just be very whippy, very running your stops, not good follow through. So it's just, this is definitely fish lips is bread and butter here, where you're just kind of chopping back and forth. There's no continuous move to the upside or downside. It's just up, down, up, down. It's just a big wave day. Depending on what time frame you're on. Yeah. Maybe this will be a little bull flag right here, like a little flag right here, a little bull flag. The bulls can finally get back above the 60s here. Come on. Let's get back above the 60s. I like it back above the 60s if you're looking for longs. If you can't get back above the 60s, no. You need to be back above that previous 4-hour/hourly candle. Yeah, this is a very hard trading day today, Java. We already had it in our mind that we're going to be super patient today, guys. Super patient. I'm looking for this break back above 60 here. I want to see it maybe retest the 75s. Still. We wicked above it, but you still got about 2 minutes. That would even be a nicer one if we can push back below that 26,000. Dude, I'm only up $75 today. I just took one trade. I hit my first 10 points, but the runner got stopped out for very little profit. So what's up, world? How are you doing? Let's see if we can actually print. We need to print above the 60 level if you're looking for longs, but man, the momentum is not very strong at all. And that's back above this hourly candle. $60 level is going to be my line in the sand. We were trying to get it within 10 points of it, guys. And I'm going to go to break even if we hit our first line in the sand here. Oh, damn it. It hit there right at it. Come on. Just looking for 10 points and a runner here. hate that it's struggling to get through there. I just don't want to get caught in a big pullback here. I'm going to go to break even just in case. It should get it, but you never know, guys. You never know. Son of a bee. All right, I'm just going to live with the 5-point loss here. So if we can't get above it here, we'll just take our 5-point loss and move on here. All right, there it goes. Holy crap, boy. I was a little worried there. It's like, we going to get it or not? All right, we stayed long above that 60. Oh, we got a new 5-minute candle too. So let's see if we can hit that 26,000 for the runner here. Might have to even get another pullback here because that was the first test of the, like, around that 90 level. Still hovering around that 10 mark. So like I said, today is just going to be a 10-point day. We're just looking for 10 points and looking for runners. So sometimes you just kind of have to change up the way you trade depending on what the market's offering that day. So once we got that pullback, didn't like the deep pullback we did bounce off the 9 EMA. But once we started finding support above that 60 level, which is your 4-hour candle, 1-hour candle, 15-minute, you know, everything's right there at that 9 o'clock candle or 10 o'clock candle. Oh, man. So it's a break-even trade and see if we can get that extra, 30 points on the runner. And actually, we may even shoot for just 25 points. We will. That's what we'll do. We'll shoot for the 25 points instead of 30. A lot of times, you have a hard time pushing up to that 26,100 in the first push. Perfect. Hey, thanks for letting us know, Solo. Do you know what their activation fee is, Solo? Let's go. Come on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take some out of this just in case. In case we don't get our... We may get stuck here at the 90s. Oh, you saw it on Methodical Man's Discord. Yeah, I know Methodical Man was in here a while ago asking about what the... We could get some rejection here at the 90 level. And that's pretty normal. Look at there. Hit the 90 on the dot. So we're probably going to get stopped out here on our runner. All right. Oh, well. Oh, well. I don't think I'm going to take any Apex funded today. I think we're just strictly just going to trade we just traded 2 different fundeds today. Unfortunately, we only made about $75 on each one. So about $150 total for the funded accounts today. So like I said, it's just quick, looking for quick profit today with the runner targets. You still probably going to get that 26,000 if you're willing to sit through possible drawdown or back to your break even spot. I wish I would have got the 60 push, but I was trying to be for sure that we were going to break that 60 level. So I got it within about 10 points above that 60 level because I was trying to get it before we got to the 80 target. And the reason I do that is because I don't like longing into the 90. So this is why I would never long 80 into 90 or 85 into the whole number because of this rejection that we usually get around the 90 level or even your whole level. So if you're going to long into those levels, you either want to be long before 70 or right at 75 going up to the whole number or somewhere between 60 and 70. So we talk about that 90 level all the time. 90 level, 100, 100 level and the 110. Those areas are very difficult to trade. So I don't ever long or short into those levels. Unless I have a 10 points. I want to have like a little 10 point, like I can get my 10 points and have like a negative drawdown of 10 points or something like that. So that was going to be my last trade of the day, guys. We don't want to overtrade. We took 2 trades today. Both were winners. They both paid at least 20 points. I didn't really get much off my first runner. We only took an extra 10 points off of this runner, but pretty much made about the same. So we're just going to walk away from that. I have some more I have to do this morning, so I wasn't going to be able to stream very long. So hopefully you're at least able to find you a 10-point trade or 20-point trade and be done for the day. Yeah, just be careful trading the rest of the day because it's FOMC. You don't want to get just chopped up today, guys. So, and you can see this is not very clean follow through. I mean, this is why I said we're just going to be trading off from level to level today. So we were basically trading in between whole numbers today. So if you notice, every trade I took was in between a whole number. So when we got above the 50, now if the 50 was in a good spot, I'm like, okay, we'll do the 50, but I know I had to wait to get above the 60 level here. We had to get back above this 4-hourly candle. And so we were about 5 points off, but 60 was always going to be my line in the sand there if 60 fell. And on this last trade, I can't remember our exact part we got long, but it was right above the 25 level. I want to say somewhere in the 30s or 40s. Yeah, FOMCs tomorrow, guys. Yeah, you want to be careful today. You don't want to ruin your accounts because Papa Powell is going to be on tomorrow. So it could just be trash trading for the next day and a half. So I feel like if we can get through Papa Powell, freaking Thursday should be golden. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys for watching today, and we'll either be back tonight or tomorrow morning. Thank you.